Before you move to Bothell, Washington, there are a few things that you need to know. Because Bothell is one of those cities people think they understand until they actually spend time here. Then, all of a sudden, they realize it's more connected, more active, and honestly more competitive than they expected. So in this video, I'm breaking down 7 things you probably didn't know about living in Bothell, so you can decide if this city is actually the right fit for you. Now let's get into it. Hey, I'm James, and I help people make smart moves around the greater North Puget Sound area. So if you're thinking about moving to Bothell, Everett, Lynnwood, Mill Creek, or Kirkland, especially if you're a move-up buyer, then this channel is for you. And today, we're talking about the 7 things you did not know about living in Bothell. First, a lot of people don't realize that Bothell stretches across both King and Snohomish County. That may sound like a small detail, but it's not, because depending on where you live, that can affect the way people think about the area, the schools they're focused on, and even how they compare one part of Bothell to another. So when someone says, I want to live in Bothell, my next thought is always, okay, which part? Because not all Bothell feels exactly the same. Second, Bothell feels more connected than a lot of people expect. People think of it as just another suburb, but that's too simple. Bothell gives you useful access toward Woodinville, Kirkland, Bellevue, Lynnwood, and other parts of the region. So for a lot of people, Bothell ends up making daily life easier than expected. That is one of the reasons people start looking here, and then they end up staying serious about it. Third, the trails and parks here are a real lifestyle feature. Bothell's park system includes 26 parks and about 400 acres of parkland, plus regional trail access connected to the Snohomish River and Burke-Gilman corridors. And that matters because some cities say they have outdoor access. Bothell actually feels connected to it. If you like biking, running, or just not feeling boxed in by roads all week, that's a real plus. Fourth, Bothell has more of an education vibe than many buyers expect. A lot of people do not realize how much UW Bothell adds to the area. The university is right there in the city, and it helps give Bothell a little more energy and depth than people assume. It's not some giant college town feel. That's not what I'm saying. But it does add movement. It does add activity, and it gives Bothell a little more going on than the average person expects. Fifth, your mental picture of Bothell is old and sleepy, and you may be overdue for an update. The river area public spaces and downtown core feel more active than a lot of people expect, especially around places like Snohomish River Park and Park at Bothell Landing. It is still Bothell. It's not trying to be like little Seattle, but it has more life, more walk-around energy, and more usable public space than some people realize. Sixth, Bothell is not cheap. This is where people get surprised fast. Redfin's latest Bothell numbers show a median sale price of around $970,000, with homes selling in around 9 days on average. So yes, Bothell is desirable, and yes again, people pay for that. So if you're moving from a lower cost market, Bothell can feel expensive in a hurry. This is not the kind of place people move to because they found a hidden bargain. And seventh, Bothell is a really strong fit for a very specific kind of buyer. If you want a polished, suburban living, good regional access, strong outdoor connections, and a city that feels useful without feeling dead, Bothell can be a really strong fit. But if you want a bargain, looking for bargain pricing, a true urban feel, or a sleepy small town setup, this may not be your lane. That does not make Bothell bad. It just makes it specific, and honestly, that is usually what the best cities are. So those are the 7 things you probably did not know about living in Bothell, Washington. It is more layered than people think, more connected than you may expect, more expensive than some hope, and better than average for people who want a mix of suburban comfort, access, and outdoor lifestyle. If you're thinking about moving to Bothell and want help figuring out which part fits your budget, commute, and your lifestyle best, reach out at any time. And if this video helped you, make sure that you subscribe, because I'm putting out more videos on what it's really like to live in Bothell, Everett, Lynnwood, Mill Creek, and Kirkland. And all around here, you're going to get the truth, not the brochure version. Thanks again for watching. James Hemphill Jr., local real estate expert. Take care.
Hey, let's go.